The next installment in my video lecture series in economics. And in this particular video lecture, we're going to be taking a look at how to determine equilibrium, income, consumption, and savings in an introductory macroeconomics course. So the type of question you might see is something that looks like this. The following consumption function, right here, incorporates wealth as a determinant of consumption. We also have the following information on consumption and investment. So we have consumption, investment, and we're also told what the level of wealth is, and you need to calculate equilibrium, income, consumption, and savings. So it's important to remember that in equilibrium, income is equal to consumption plus investment. So we are given consumption and we are given investment, so we can plug consumption here into our equilibrium equation for equilibrium income. So we had originally y is equal to c plus I. Now by plugging in what c is equal to here, 50 plus 0.5 y plus 0.1 wealth, we get y is equal to 50 plus 0.9 y plus 0.1 w plus I. We also know what investment is, so we can plug investment in here. And that gives us y is equal to 50 plus 0.9 y plus 0.1 wealth plus 200. And we also have wealth, had a bit of a spicy dinner there. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Where W is equal to 1,000. Wealth is equal to 1,000. We can plug that in here. And now we have Y is equal to 50 plus 0.9 Y plus 0.1 times 1,000 plus 200. So 0.1 times 1,000 is equal to 100. So now we have Y is equal to 50 plus 0.9 Y plus 100 plus 200. And we can combine the 50, the 100, and the 200, add those together. So we have y is equal to 350 plus 9y. And now we can subtract 9y from both sides. So we have y minus 0.9y is equal to 350 plus 0.9y minus 0.9y. Those two will cancel out. We have a plus 0.9y and a minus 0.9y. That's equal to 0. And we end up with 0.1y is equal to 350. So we had y minus 0.9y, which gives us that 0.1y. And these two cancel each other out. So we have 0.1y is equal to 350. And if we divide both sides by 0.1, we get that y is equal to 3,500. So we've calculated equilibrium income. Now we need to calculate equilibrium consumption. So we take our consumption function and we place what we calculated for y, 3,500, and we have, that gives us consumption is equal to 50 plus 0.9 times 3,500 plus 0.1 w. So 0.9 multiplied by 3,500 gives us 3,150. So consumption is equal to 50 plus 3,150 plus 0.1 w. We can place the 1,000 that we have for wealth into that consumption function, which gives us consumption is equal to 50 plus 3,150 plus 0.1 times 1,000. 0.1 times 1,000 is equal to 100. So we have consumption is equal to 50 plus 3,100 plus 100. And we add those together. We get consumption is equal to 3,300. And when we're in equilibrium, savings is equal to investment. So we know investment is equal to 200. Therefore, savings is also equal to 200. So I think the main issue that most students have with this, number one, is forgetting that equilibrium is where y is equal to c plus I. The other issue might be that you have some trouble with algebra or had forgotten some basic algebra along the way. So what we do is, with the information that we're given for C, we plug that in, the 50 plus 0.9y plus 0.1w, and we plug in the information for I, which is equal to 200, and then we go through the manipulations. And the last thing you have to remember is we need to have all the y's, or what we're solving for, on the same side. That's why over here we subtracted by negative 0.9y from both sides, because we wanted to get all the y coefficients on the same exact side. So that's the main point to remember about this. A, what is an equilibrium? For this particular question, equilibrium income is C plus I. Plugging in the information that you're given into that equilibrium y equation and solving for y. Then you use that information to calculate what the equilibrium consumption is by plugging what you calculated as the equilibrium income level into the consumption function, and also plugging in wealth into that consumption function and solving for C. And lastly, when we're in equilibrium, the savings is equal to income.